Good morning once again, grade 8 Kokiri students. And for part 1, we're going to discuss again PECS and EM. Wherein it pertains to the following. First, what to learn in PECS and EM. So, those concepts that you're going to learn later on, so it will be helpful for you to generate business idea. First, number 1 is PECS. What are the different characteristics that you possess na pwede niyo po siyang magamit pag magbi-business ka? And number 2 are the different factors, environmental factors in the market that will be helpful for you to generate a productive and useful business idea in the future use. To start with, let's define PECS. What is PECS? The acronym PECS pertains to the personal entrepreneurial competencies that an entrepreneur must possess to be able to succeed in his or her business venture. And when we say PECS, it could be characteristics, skills, lifestyles, and qualities. If you have these 4 aspects of PECS, then your possibility of being successful in a business venture is high. Let's discuss it one by one. Number 1 is characteristics. And we have here 10 sets of characteristics. Please, try nyo po, tingnan, alin po sa mga sumusunod ang meron ako or meron ka na. And if nahihirapan po kasi hindi pa ganun alam ang definition ng mga yan, I'll help you with that. Start tayo with the character. When we say character, it is the totality of the person's moral and mental qualities. For example, as a certain businessman, your morality must be important kasi your morals will also help and reflect on the way you do the activities on your business. For example, you focuses on earning money at wala kang pakialam sa welfare of your clienteles or customers or workers, then yung way mo ng pag-treat sa kanila and how you do the task and the business idea and how you execute that ay magre-reflect po doon. Kung hindi maganda ang character mo, which means pwedeng maging hindi rin maganda ang business mo. But if you have good character, then you could have a good business as well. Next is number 2, hardworking. Are you this type of person who are willing to work persistently over a long period of time? Or you tend to be this guy na kapag ka masyadong pagod na, sobrang tagal na, naiinis na? And as a student, I know po that there are a lot of tasks that you need to do and you must be hardworking. You must be willing to work persistently over a long period of times for you to accomplish something. Kasi pag tumigil ka, hindi ka matatapos. Next, number 3, self-confidence. So, sino po sa inyo, grade 8 students, who can tell me po na sila ay confident? Meron po ba? I hope kung sino po ang nanonood ng video ko, you are confident with a heart. And when we say confidence, for example, this image, I can, then you cut T. It will be, I can do it. It is self-confidence. You are having the confidence on your ability and on your judgment. Kahit ano man po yung uncertainties or risk, then you are just committed sa sarili nyo, kayo ay naniniwala, then you have self-confidence. Next is number 4, discipline. Discipline is focusing on the goal. For example, this image, there's a gap between discipline and then the goals. What you need to do is to make sure na i-maintain nyo yung discipline and you're going to work something towards your goal. For example, on your way towards your goal, meron kang nakitang isang distractors. Ano bang gagawin mo? You're going to be on the distractors or iiwasan mo yung distractors. For example, doing the task, ano bang gagawin mo? Nanonood muna ba ako ng TV before accomplishing my tasks and my outputs? And that will show if you're a disciplined person. If you're focusing on your goal and you're trying to do everything po to be or to achieve the goal, and wala kayong pakialam sa mga distractors, hindi nyo sila pinapansin. Next is number 5, commitment. Are you committed? Wherein when we say commitment here in business words, so it is accepting the full responsibility. For example, as a team, you decide as a team. But what if something bad happens? Are you a type of person to let go? If you will not let go, then you're a person who is committed. You're going to accept everything even though it is bad. Next, number 6, ability to accept change. And now, due to the new normal na, dahil po kay COVID-19 pandemic, so napakadaming pagbabago. Isa na pong sample is sa food industry. Before, family po ay kagaya niyan, enjoying their meals in a restaurant together. Pero now, they're enjoying pa rin naman po ang pagkain sa labas, pero there's a boundary na. Meron na pong boundary. And COVID-19 gives boundary sa lahat. Kagaya din po natin. We are adapting to the change. You students and ako po as your teacher. And our capacity to cope up is an important thing. Particularly if you're going to be in the business world kasi po, change po ang laging nandiyan dyan. Change, everyday changes. Number 7 is creativity and innovation. To be able to gain advantage over competitors, kailangan mong maging creative and innovative. Napakadami po ngayong food delivery services, right? Pero ikaw, as a businessman, paano mo siya gagawing kakaiba? That is your goal. And anong gagamitin mo doon? Of course, your creativity and innovation. Next, number 8 is imagination and resourcefulness, which pertains with you using your imagination to make something special. For example, this, a bus for school bus is converted into a food service. Or, before, ang cupcakes natin ay wala sa jar, ngayon meron na. Kasi po, people are so imaginative and resourceful. Next, number 9, initiative-driven. If you are an owner of a certain food service establishment, you must be initiative-driven. Ikaw po yung mismong mag-i-initiate how to plan, how to organize, how to lead, and how to control. Hindi mo po siya pwedeng i-asa sa iba. Or kung meron ka pong aasahang iba, make sure na lagi mo i-follow up. Kasi pag ikaw ang nawala ng initiative on your business, ang business mo po ay mag-fail. Same thing with your studies. If wala kang initiative to do your task, then you will fail. And number 10, profit-oriented, of course. It is really important because you are forming a business for the goal of having a profit or generating a profit. But make sure, if you are trying to get a profit, make sure na siya po ay tama in a good way and yung customer satisfactions ay hindi po mawawala. And those are the 10 important characteristics that an entrepreneur must possess. Among those 10, alin po doon ang meron ka? Sige nga po. Take time to look at these 10 characteristics. Alin po dyan ang meron ka? Alin yun sa tingin mo kailangan mo pang i-develop. Later on po on your activities, you're going to assess yourself based on those characteristics presented. Moving on is number 2, the skills. For the skills, we have here the 3 important skills that you must possess as an entrepreneur. First is planning, wherein you focuses on the goal. You try to make sure that all of your steps is leading po towards the achievement of the certain goal na inyo pong sinet. And kagaya na binanggit ko, make sure to take a step-by-step process in achieving the goal. Kasi once na may skip kang isang single step, possibility of failure is high. Next is decision making. When we say decision making, it refers po inability to make wise decision. Kailan ka magagawa ng decision? Kagaya po na sinabi ni Kaplan, if you have watched the video and read the transcript already, it says there that during decision making, you shouldn't make decisions too early. Wag pong sobrang aga mag-decide, but at the same time, not too late. Wag naman pong sobrang tagal, natapos na yung problem sa pa nakapag-decide. So, as an entrepreneur, one important skill is decision-making skill. Know when, where, and in what certain situation are you going to make a good decision. Third one is people skills. It is about communication. Kagaya ng binanggit din ni Kaplan, being able to communicate to the members of the company, of your business, their roles, and yung goals nyo po, and the different decisions that you have made, then it will be important. Kasi for example, you have the goal, you have already a good decision, pero hindi mo siya alam paano sabihin or i-communicate with other people, then the possibility pa din po ng pag-fail ng business is high. So again, for the skills, you must possess planning skills about having a certain goal and making something po na step by step para siya ma-achieve. Decision making is making wise decision at the right time. And people naman po, people skills, it is communicating effectively all of your goals, the roles, and the decisions to your people. And among those skills, alin po yung meron ka? Alin yung skills mo dyan? Alin yung kailangan mo pang i-improve? Moving on with the third one is the lifestyle. And lifestyle is pertaining, of course, to the day-to-day activities of an individual. You may be wondering, Ma'am, how could this be helpful to me if I wanted to do an activity in business or in business world? For example, you're a fan of baking, then you could open a bake shop. If you are fond of coffee or pagkakape sa labas, so pwede kang magawa ng isang business regarding coffee. For example, a cafe. And if you like Korean foods, you can establish a Korean restaurant. And another thing is waking up early. It is part of the lifestyle. Kayo po as a student, do you wake up early or not? If you wake up early as an entrepreneur, it is important because most of the important things in the business industry happens in the morning. The news, updates, so it depends kung ano yung lifestyle mo. Next is number 4. In number 4 is the qualities. Qualities naman po is somehow synonymous with the character, but it is more of the virtues that makes you different from one another. For example, being committed. In what aspect are you so committed? Dun ba sa pagbibigay ng good service or dun sa pagbibigay mo po ng good opportunity to your workers? Or committed ka talaga sa paggawa ng profit? So, it depends on the specific part. Enthusiastic, able to communicate well, works with the team, and has a high